If you're like me and you're not a super artistic person, but you want to get started with print on demand, there are two ways that you can go about doing this. There is public domain and AI. So personally, I started out using public domain images for my print on demand business, and then AI really became a thing, text to image generators like Midjourney. That's mostly what I do now. So in this video, we're going to take a look at which one suits you best and look at the options, pros, and cons of each. So here's some pros for AI. It's fast and easy to use. There's no need for artistic talent, as I mentioned. Multiple generator choices. There's, DALL-E 3, Midjourney, Leonardo. There are all sorts of options you can choose from. You can visualize ideas effectively and efficiently. So if you have something in your head, it's a lot easier to visualize it if you can't draw it using AI than using public domain. So as of this video, commercial use is allowed. We'll see if that changes as AI becomes more prevalent in our lives. And then quantity. And you have to ask yourself, does more products mean more sales? More designs mean more sales? My opinion is yes, it does. Of course, there's some that rise to the top, but that won't be public domain in my opinion because anybody can use it. So generally quantity over quality if you're not a super talented designer, which again, I am not. So you can make a variety of ideas or styles from the same idea. So no prompt is exactly the same. No output will be exactly the same for the same prompt, especially if you use different generators. And there will be infinite options there. So you can pretty much make as many as you would like, as many variations, and they'll all be unique. So let's look at some public domain pros. Of course, it's free. And then commercial use is guaranteed. The license will not change, as we mentioned. It's possible the license will change for AI generated art. There are multiple sites readily available, and I'll have some of those listed later on. It's not an exhaustive list, but it's a couple of my favorites. And then unrestricted use, including making changes. So you can change any of them. You can with AI as well. But this is important when you're looking at public domain versus even just like some of the Creative Commons licenses, which is separate from public domain. I do have a video that covers the differences, but we're not going to dive into that in this one. And then if you want to sell famous works of arts or from artists that are famous, you can do that with public domain, especially if they're older works of art and they're, absolutely in the public domain. You do need to check on that. You wouldn't be able to go use somebody new, a new artist's work. SVG, scalable vector graphics, or large PNG are frequently available, so they're easy to scale. You can print them at large sizes without losing quality, so that's something that is extremely important with print on demand, keeping that print quality, the fidelity when you're printing. And then they're easy to incorporate in other designs. You can use them as design elements for a bigger, grander design if you want to. And then let's look at some AI cons. Usually, you need to pay for a subscription. Right now, I believe Leonardo is the only one that gives free generations every day. I think it's like 200 at the time of this recording. And then the laws and licenses may change. So as we mentioned earlier, 2 screens ago, as of right now, it's free for commercial use, allowed for commercial use. That may change. You have no control over quality. That's one thing when I run into, that a lot with AI art. I'll run a prompt, I'll love an image, but then the edges are a little rough, or there's some things in the middle of it that I don't like, and really makes it unprintable. So that I would say is right now my biggest negative of AI. You really don't have control over the quality like you would if you were an artist, or with public domain you don't have control, but it's good. And then they need upscaling. So as of right now, these sites, they're usually 1024 by 1024. You need about 4 times that to print on a t-shirt. And then, as I mentioned with the control over quality, it's difficult to create exactly what you want. That was a pro as well. You can kind of make whatever's in your head, but you don't get to create exactly what you want exactly as you want it. And then it threatens designers. This is a big one. If you are a designer or you know a designer, AI actually is taking away their jobs or their ability to create and sell online because we can turn out so many so quickly with AI. And then I think AI actually may in the future, not right now, but it may threaten us as individual sellers as well. I think sites like Amazon will create their own AI generator. The customer can type in, I want a shirt that has a dog playing in a field with balloons. And it'll populate for them and remove us as the middleman. But hopefully that's a long time from now, or hopefully it never happens. But off on a little tangent here, let's look at some public domain cons, and there aren't too many, but they're big ones. So there's high competition. Everybody can use them. Everybody has used them, especially with the really famous ones. And then, depending on the site, it can be difficult to identify. The sites I'll have later, I really trust those. They're coming up soon. But this is something that you really need to verify. Make sure it is public domain. No creative variation, unlike with AI, where you can enter new prompts and, change those prompts, change the outputs a little bit. No variation with public domain. And then it can require quite a bit of searching for the right image. So this is something that those sites make easy, but still, if you can't find the one that you're looking for, you need to make sure that you're on a site that you trust and that you have the rights to use it, and that you can find it. So with public domain, you always do have the rights to use it. Just make sure that you verify that with the site. And then public domain might be for you if you're looking for something that's free, easy to find, famous artwork or design elements. And then here are some of my favorite sites right above me: Creative Fabrica, Pixabay, OpenClipArt, and Design Bundles. And I will put all of those links down below in my description. And then I don't think I'm going to put the AI ones. We're just going to have some of them here. I mean, you can search for your own if you want. But these are some of the most popular: Midjourney, DALL-E 3, Leonardo, and Blue Willow. But AI might be right for you if you're looking for variety, unique designs, and really have your input matter. Your input is what creates this design. And if you want infinite designs, if you believe in the mantra quantity over quality. So that is all I had for you guys today. Again, Midjourney, DALL-E 3, Leonardo AI, and Blue Willow are some of my favorite AI generators. Then as far as public domain, some of the sites that I love are Creative Fabrica, Pixabay, OpenClipArt, and Design Bundles. And there's actually one more that I'm going to put in the link below that I am blanking on the name right now, but I will put it below in the description. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. As soon as I stopped recording, I remembered what site this was. It is RawPixel, and I'll have the link below. And again, they have their own public domain section here. You click on that, and then you can search for elements. It defaulted to the RawPixel collection. I want to go all public domain here. Then let's go Starry Night. That will be in my thumbnail, so it's as good a one to start with. And here we go. Then you would just click download, and you have your Starry Night downloaded. And again, here you can get it up to 8000 by 6415, still at 300 DPI. So this is an extremely useful site. And again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.